in this episode of Twisted Journeys.
So we can't just...
Well, let's find out. You and I learned together, Chris. Let's see.
We end up in the southeast corner of Oregon, all while seemingly traveling back in time. Right now, we're traveling through the northern regions of Jefferson Country. In late 1941, a proposal was brought forth for a new state to be added between Oregon and California, known as the state of Jefferson. In November, the elected representatives of the proposed state declared their independence, and armed men began stopping traffic outside of Yreka, California, handing out copies of their proclamation. This movement gained quite a bit of traction in the area, and on December 4th, they even inaugurated a governor of the proposed state. However, the attack on Pearl Harbor just a few days later changed everything, and the movement stopped with the Jeffersonians publicly pledging their loyalty to the war effort. Rumblings of a re-secession movement still continue to this day. I decided to make the official beginning of this trip here in Post, Oregon. Post is located pretty much in the direct center of Oregon and is known as the geographic center of the state. Recent and ancient history abounds in this area, including the old Maori stagecoach station, which still stands in remarkably good condition to this day. It just boggles my mind to think of all the forgotten stories and experiences this little spot on the map has seen. So much has changed, and yet so much still remains mostly untouched. A theme this trip will begin to bring to the forefront later on. Next stop is the little town of Paulina, still looking much like it did 100 years ago or so. Paulina is named after Chief Paulina of the Northern Paiute. I've got to say, it sounds like he lived a pretty intense life. This entire area saw a lot in the way of human drama 100 to 150 years ago. But things seem to have slowed back down again as of now. This whole area wears its history on its sleeve for anyone who might be interested, but it doesn't advertise the fact with grand canyons or tall snow-covered mountains. It's up to you to ask the right questions and seek the answers for yourself. This section of the state is very comfortable in its own skin and seems to carry itself in a more reserved way. Little roads and trails meander lazily around its landscape, periodically bringing you to little jewels like this one here, with hardly anyone else around, evoking that timeless sense of discovery. Northwest of Burns, the area around Delinquent Lake is seriously old and has some history of its own to share. History it's been holding on to for longer than any recorded memory. Located on Upper Silver Creek, this area is a fossil hunter's dream with some fantastic examples just waiting to be discovered. Time seems to pass differently here, definitely different than we're used to in our day-to-day lives. It seems to have more meaning, yet doesn't feel the need to rush to the point. Time to change the battery in the GoPro, and we're off to find a place to camp for the night. Not all of the history around here predates humanity entirely. In fact, relatively recent works of man can be seen in many places. This area has seen its fair share of human projects, from ranching to logging to mining to whatever seems to be going on here. However, its innate beauty still remains intact. Time to find camp for the night, and this road looks as promising as anything. I always, for some reason, try to camp at least 2 small roads off of the main road. It's my unspoken rule. Yeah, this'll do nicely. After a bit of a strange night, the morning is colder than I expected. We're still a little ways out of Burns. Time to break camp and head down the mountain, get some food and fuel, and head towards our destination, hopefully getting there by this evening. Once out of Burns, the country begins to open up even further, and a welcome sense of timelessness begins to take hold. We pass through tiny French Glen, with their historic hotel still serving guests after 100 years of service. That timeless feeling is beginning to show itself in spades now. Sure, today instead of a wagon, it's a trailer, and it's now being pulled by gasoline rather than muscle and bone. But everything else remains essentially like it was well over 100 years ago. Just experiencing that brings a level of comfort to my spirit for some reason. When I'm on a trip like this, I still unconsciously think of my motorcycle more as a mechanical horse than anything else. And today my mindset fits right in. We finally come to Field Station, an old stagecoach stop, much like Maury Station, but one that essentially never went out of business. They're still offering travelers shelter from the elements, which are real around here. They also serve great food and are known for their world-renowned milkshakes. Truly and seriously not to be missed. After a quick refueling of both man and machine, it's off to the Alvord, our final destination for the next couple nights. Located in the southeast corner of the state, the Alvord Desert is essentially the little sister to the larger Black Rock Desert, located to its south. Sheltered by storms and weather by the almost 10,000-foot Steens Mountain, the Alvord is the perfect place for what is to come next.
You guys got it? I'll get the groceries.
Boy, that is bitchin', but no, I love that steering wheel.
Yeah, I got one.
That steering wheel might not be here.
I got one just like it.
It's a control yoke for a C47 or a DC3.
That's right. Is that true?
Yep.
Yeah. Already knows.
I know, I looked it up when I found out.
When he had to show off, he gave 130.
I had to check the values and stuff, you know, for my profile.
Yeah, we were trying to get any original part we could. That filter will get replaced with a vintage one later, but for now, it's just we don't know what's in. I found a dead mouse in the gas tank.
Well, you kept telling me I'd leave it. I said, buy a boroscope for $65. No, I don't need that. And then the mouse skeleton came out there, you know. Having a bunch of hair.
All right, Marty, what do you think, buddy? Am I making any mistakes here?
I don't think so.
Let's go for it.
So we can't just...
Well, let's find out. You and I will learn together, Chris. Let's see. See, it stuck out. It was proud, and he had to machine it off in the lathe. But maybe this will fit. I need a straight edge, don't I? That doesn't look too bad. What can we use for a... Oh, thanks, man. That's great. Here we go. Got it figured out, Chris. Here we go. A drill bit.
Okay.
So it's a little proud, you see? Yeah. We've got a winner here. Why, of course. Let's just see how it feels.
Hey, Ed.
Yes, sir.
Here's your ruler.
Oh man, you're the best. Thank you.
Did you just put the big...
That just rides on that bearing race?
Yeah. So look at this is what it's going to push the case out, but it'll work. I bet you it will.
What'd you say?
Yeah, you got it, Burger.
Well, yeah, they're probably, what, 50 anyway?
Is that yours?
Outstanding.
Shoot, the engineer chipped the product, right?
Because I own the place, so...
Well, sure.
Nice
They
general
want to buy
torque
it.
wrench.
Well, sure, sure.
We've been working on it.
It's fun working with you.
And get them into that deal.
All right, we're done. Yeah, I like that, bro.
With spirits high, I head to bed for the night with nervous anticipation for what tomorrow will bring.
You want goggles?
No, I'm just gonna go literally out and back and see if it'll run. Let's get the body off. All right. We'll just put it right there. How's that sound?
Yep.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Okay. See if it runs.
That'd be a good place to start.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's probably only a gallon at most in here now.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me that.
If something happens, I don't have tons of gas around me, right, Ken?
Always a good call.
Yeah, seriously. All right. Shut the gas off last night. Certainly starts nice, doesn't it?
And so, with that, the day begins. I came down here to create a short film around historic racing. I have a few projects I've been working on I hope someday will see the light of day, and this project fits right in.
Wind going that way. Really nice.
What happens next, I have to say I didn't anticipate or plan for. In the next episode, things don't go quite as planned, but sometimes that's a good thing.